Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, October 26th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I expand my power through my roots. And today we have some interesting astro that's building, but we're going to be really feeling this today. We have the Sun, Mercury, and Lilith all coming together tomorrow, actually at 4 degrees in Scorpio. What season are we in? In Scorpio. So we're going to be feeling that energy building today. And so we have the opportunity to set it up today because tomorrow's that evolution, revolution, Uranus energy that wants to break us on through. So we're setting up for the breakthrough already right now. Today, Moon in Virgo is connecting us to our reality. Moon in Virgo, Sun in Scorpio, we still have this primordial ooze. So it's taking us into that foundation, these places that nourish us, the places that nourish our roots. And what's coming through really strongly through the cards and through everything that came up is the energy of jealousy. So jealousy is notorious for being a Scorpio energy. And jealousy, if we, kind of follow the trail, jealousy takes us into the energy of fear, the energy of lack, the energy of not trusting. And that all takes us into the root chakra, which is very Scorpio energy. Here I am wearing red in honor of the root. And it also takes us into that survival zone. And that's one of the big themes for me for Scorpio is the survival energy and how so many of us will do anything to survive. And the thing is, that's a biological thing. Even, having children, it's a biological thing within our species to, this quest for survival. However, we have to look back and due to what we have seen, the evidence, centuries of evidence, none of us gets out of here alive. That's okay. Here's the thing that we need to pay attention to in this, it doesn't matter, when it ends, how it ends, any of those things. What matters is this moment now. And what energy, legacy are you leaving behind? Because while our bodies may change, energy goes on. Our energy lives on forever. So, and the energy ripples that we're putting out now, whether consequential or not, in our minds are consequential and leaving the energy ripples. So you really have an opportunity to expand your power right now and really work through this energy. So we have the Moon in Virgo, like I said, tuning us into reality, connecting to Pluto to begin the day. Pluto, the lightest light, the darkest dark. And this is at 15 degrees, which is a 6. So here we've got that balance energy that we're working with Pluto, shifting the structures, transforming the structures, phoenixing the structures while in Capricorn. The Moon in Virgo ties this to us. What is the structure for yourself? Where is it starting with this root energy? What is your root energy giving off? Is it giving off that fear? Is it giving off that jealousy? Are you coming from that energy of lack? Or have you found the energy of trust? Have you found the energy of pleasure, the creativity that comes from that root? Have you built those strong roots? There's a meme that I've actually even made before with the tree. It says, a tree with deep roots has no need to fear the wind. And so that's where we need to go in this, is okay, universe has got me. The universe has always gotten me. How am I going to move forward from this place? What I love is that the universe comes in and is helping us in this. Venus is connecting to Jupiter. So Venus in Scorpio, Jupiter in Libra. So Libra is ruled by Venus. So we've got that tie-in. And then it's at 10 degrees, which is a Venus degree, which ties us into worth. So what is seeking, expanding, pursuing pleasure, worth for you in this energy? And this is about getting beyond the fear, beyond the jealousy, and recognizing the choice, your power in pursuing what's true for you. And it's not about everything else. If you're lost in jealousy, you're lost in comparison, and you're not living for you. If you're in that fear, well, fear may have its valid places. Fear sometimes keeps us alive. A lot of times, fear keeps us out of the joy. It keeps us out of the breakthrough into the light. So this is your opportunity to have a pleasure adventure, and move in that direction that's true for you. Now, what's interesting, like I said, we have the sun and Mercury at 3 degrees. And I have this mind card. So sun connecting to Mercury, the mind is definitely like, blah, 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 and this is happening at 3 degrees, which is that expanded energy. We have to recognize the tie between our natural biological energies and then what our mind does and takes it with. I had a client, and this was such a great illustration for me. I was working on her when I did hands-on healing energy, and what I saw was her brain leading a little parade, and all of her chakras were following along behind it. And I was like, whoa, whoa, big brain and all these other energies. I'm like, we got to make this work together. And we sorted it out so they could all work together and be balanced, communicating each one together. But so many of us are running around with that kind of energy, like this big mind that's taken, the fear of the root chakra, and it's like running with that fear, and that's where it's going to go. So you have an opportunity to reorganize, shift that structure that's in you, in your reality, in your body, to one that resonates with your soul. And I have to mention that today, it's like that Pluto energy that's showing us the light or the dark is like, choose your path. You're going to get the lesson regardless. You're going to get the lesson if you pursue the pleasure. You're going to get the lesson if you pursue the fear. Either way, you're going to get it. You just get to choose how it's going to feel. And I recommend the path of Lilith in all of this, as Lilith is connecting into this energy. Lilith was the one who was like, I'm going to take the adventure that's true to me. And so that's always my goal. And it might be a moment-to-moment thing to take that adventure that's true to you. The final connection of the day is the moon connecting to Mars. So Mars is like all for going for the goals. And again, this ties us into the Virgo Capricorn energies. The Virgo, which is reality, and then the Capricorn energy, which is your responsibility. You get to lead yourself through these lessons. What are you going to choose? I got to tell you, funny thing, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I pulled the same number again with these cards? And I did, like, completely. I didn't put any back. It was that. So from the Fairy Tale Oracle and Oracle of Shadows and Light, I'm going to start with the Fairy Tale Oracle. You all know this story, the poison apple. This is card 6, by the way, the card of Venus, the card of pleasure. And this brings up that jealousy, the jealousy that the queen had. Instead of reveling in her beauty, instead of reveling in her enoughness, instead of reveling in her power, she was afraid of another. And she let that get the best of her. And I have to say, by the way, the apple theme going through, we talked about Lilith, and in my story of Lilith, Lilith was the snake who offered the apple to Eve to be like, hey, you can live a life that's true to you. And the apple represents wisdom, knowledge, feminine power, magic. Do not let that get tainted by somebody else's jealousy. Can you remain true to you? And part of this, here we have the apple theme going on. There she is holding an apple, card 6 again. Part of this is in this message. I love it. Time to stop relying on others for comfort, warmth, sustenance. Only true self-love can bring. Waiting for others to give you what you need will be a long, lonely, bone-chilling wait at this time. Look what you have, turn to it, feast on it, learn to love, appreciate the apple in your hand, save the seeds of self-love and plant them. From this one remaining magical apple comes the gift of wisdom, comes self-love, comes abundance, comes the knowledge that you are a person who deserves to care for and love your own self. Once you take just one big bite of the juicy apple, you will be committing to helping yourself and leaving an amazing legacy. And then you will be free from the need of approval, shelter, or rescue, those root chakra survival things. There's only one true rescue, and it comes with the miracle of self-love. Go ahead, eat that apple. So, the apple theme, the Venus theme that we have going today, choose your path, but you don't have to rely on others. You can rely on yourself. You can rely on the universe. You can trust yourself, and you can trust the universe. So, that is it for today. I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.